Looks like the blue player is immediately capturing Australia, guys. One turn in one turn. What a lucky spawn for him. And he also has a great ability to go for South America. Wow, he's a really lucky person over here for sure. But alright, looks like it will be taken by the black player, so it doesn't matter anymore. Then I assume the yellow player is going to go for Europe, and myself, I think I will gladly take over Africa. I think that will be my play. And should I just go for African play? I think I definitely should. I mean, I'm not going to go for Asia or something like that. And I do not really have too many troops in North America either, so I assume I will just be playing like that, guys. Also fortified one troop from this territory, so the blue player could potentially waste his troops. And since the black player looks threatening in Brazil, on the North African border, I assume let's send alliance request to him. And I assume the same with the yellow player. But probably it will be good to have the alliance request with a blue player as well then. Let's just be allied with everyone then, I guess. To see who wants to be friends with me and who doesn't. Well, alright, looks like the blue player wants to target the yellow player, which is alright. The faster we eliminate some of the player, the faster we will get to the 3-player situation. So I really like that move made by the blue player for sure, guys. So maybe I should even help him out. Maybe I will attack some of the yellow player as well when it comes to that. I think we are going to see, guys. Let's just add one troop over here for 100% blitz roll. And let's attack this territory over here as well, guys. And I guess we will capture Africa next turn, but I think I could have really captured Western, so maybe I'm unnecessarily waiting, since I was really focused on attacking the yellow player. And yes, the blue player continues crushing the yellow player, so that is really amazing for sure. Wow, what an aggression in his size, guys. Wow, I really like that for sure. I wish the black player was that aggressive towards the yellow player as well, but obviously not onto me, guys. Not when it comes to that case. Yeah, I think we could eliminate off the yellow player very soon, guys. We are going to see. Let's help other players out, yes. The blue player accepts my alliance request, and let's just play like this. Let's just capture Africa, guys. I think no more time for waiting. No. I think that might be another fast game, but we are going to see. So far, since the black player wasn't wasting his troops, he's the strongest player, and the blue player is one of the weaker players, since he was wasting tons of troops on the yellow player. And since the yellow player was targeted, he is obviously the weakest player, but he kinda actually equalized his situation with the blue player, so well, we are going to see what the black player is going to do. But if the blue player attacks, alright, he doesn't attack, I mean, I wanted to say if the blue player attacks the yellow player and leave him with just territories for the black player, then the black player might have won the game, guys. But let's see what the black player does. I mean, I do not really want to overtake the yellow player because the game might be really given away to the black player, but yeah. I think the black player will be in a really great situation right now, guys. So yeah, I think maybe the blue player maybe was even playing too much aggressively, yeah. But we're going to see. I mean, I'm certainly not letting the black player to hold Europe. Let's tell the blue player to attack black. Do I even have a set? I do not. Yeah, I think if I do not do anything right now, then the black player just wins the game. Yeah, I just cannot afford him letting hold Europe, guys. So this is what I'm going to do over here and play like that, guys. Yes, thumbs up to the blue player. And what else I can do, I'm not sure. Maybe we'll just attack territory over here even without unleashing my army, but yeah, we are going to see how that plays out, guys. Maybe the black player will just capture North America and then we will be good friends, or maybe the black player invades me and we will be big enemies. We are going to see how that goes, guys. I mean, I probably cannot really be good friends with a black player, as he might be about to really win the whole game, guys, and it doesn't help that the blue player's army is blocked. Doesn't really help it at all, so ideally I think I should just unleash his army, but yeah. The black player has a really strong position for sure, and the blue player is mad and at the same set, guys. And I do not even have a set, guys. But at least the blue player does, so it isn't necessarily to unleash his army, I assume. But we're just going to see how that game goes. The black player's alliance is over with me, and that was really obvious. The black player just got to capitalize on his advantage, while the blue player should team up on him, so he wouldn't become too strong. Let's tell the blue player to attack black. I do not really want what the black player will be purely just focused on me or so. Just solely focus on me, guys. Do not really mind that. But come on, blue, attack black, don't you take that many time. You could possibly invade him into South America, but now you're just running out of time. But alright, at least you now have both your armies unleashed, and we are just going to see how that plays out. The black player probably cannot remove me from here, so in this regard I'm still safe to not be eliminated from the game. But we are going to see how that works out with the black and blue players. Let's see where the black player is going to fortify his army to, and he is fortifying it to South America, guys. Let's just go recapturing Europe, which will get invaded by the black player enemy, but let's invade him into North America and play like that. Right now I want to encourage the blue player to attack black, so this way I will be teaming up with something rather than getting attacked myself, rather than getting teamed up by others. If the blue and black players be attacking me, but yeah, it looks like the black player is kinda increasing the blue player's odds to win. He's leaving me with the cards, but alright, at least I do have a set, even though it's a 4-troop set. But yeah, myself, I probably should be playing more passively. I should be playing more passively over here. I think I will just trade in a set and I'll just leave my army over here to see how that goes. The blue player is much more stronger than me, plus he has 4 cards, so he should be really want to invade the black player right now, not me. But yeah, we are going to see, guys. Let's see if the blue player gives away the game to the black player, or the black player gives away the game to the blue player. How that's going to turn out, guys. The blue player is taking eternity to make his turn again, and he will probably just run out of time. And if he just leaves the game, then obviously the black player is going to win the game. But alright, he invades him into North America, but the black player will still hold South America, guys. He will still do that. And actually I should be really careful, as right now the blue player might be even in a better position. But we are going to see, let's just capture a territory over here, and that will be it, guys. I just do not want to be a completely passive player who doesn't even capture a territory to get a card, so even though I'm a weaker cast player, I still want to capture at least one territory, so at least until I know that I wouldn't be worth to be taken out for my cards. As if I get 5 cards and I'm just with a 16 troops army without 1-troop territories anymore, then maybe someone will just take me out, so let's see. It looks like the blue player is even stronger than the black player now, but let's see whether the black player is going to retaliate, maybe even invading the blue player into Australia, or at least attempting doing so. We are going to find that out, guys. Alright, the blue player doesn't unleash a black player's army, so if a black player wanted to invade him, then he will have to go all the way around. Well, actually with this 3 troops army over here, the black player doesn't have to go all the way around with this 20 troops army. So he just got to add new troops over here, and yes, let's send a card to the blue player. And what the black player is doing over here, alright, I'm not sure what is he doing, but alright, we are going to see how that plays it out, guys. I'll just capture a territory here, and that will be it, guys. Let's just put my army right here, since I want the black player to have access to go with his 20 troops army through Mongolia if the territory of Kamchatka gets captured by blue or so. And yes, guys. The black player was really aggressive towards attacking me, but against the blue player he isn't that much aggressive, guys. Against the blue player he isn't that much aggressive anymore. I will just capture Africa just to see what the black player is going to do with his biggest armies. So far I'm still staying friends with the blue player, but the balance of the game is really about to get actually ruined, and if the blue player has a set he could even eliminate the black player. So did I really made a big mistake to not invading the blue player? Yes, I think I did, but hopefully the blue player still doesn't doesn't take the black player out. So I actually sent the black player an attack request, and let's team up on the blue player. Yes, I will attack the blue player as well, because it's really getting out of hand. It's really getting out of hand, guys. The blue player might be really about to win the game if you do not do anything right now, especially when the black player doesn't even have a set right here. So I am going to innovate. Let's just use the slider function over here, and bam! No more North American bonus for the blue player. He isn't wasting his troops on the black player, so I cannot let him hold North America anymore for sure, guys. But right, he isn't taking the black player out, so I think he's really missing the opportunity to win us. If I and the black player trade in a set, then he isn't getting the first guaranteed place anymore, guys. And it looks like he just switched back to the turtling tactics. Well, he sends me a heart. I'm not sure why does he do that, but alright, I mean, let's be friends, informal friends. I mean, I'm not sure what I even want to do, guys. Well, I'm in the alliance with a black player. I mean, I was in an alliance with a blue player, but I mean, he was just holding continents at the last moments and weren't attacking anyone. So I'm just going to capture the territories of the blue player over here as well. And let's see how that turns out being, guys. I will just card block the blue player. Now he will be forced to invade one of us into our continents I wanted to see, but I mean, he doesn't even do that. He sends a heart, but why do you even send me a heart? I mean, we're not really friends. I mean, it should be obvious that I'm in a strong alliance with a black player right now, so let's just capture our territory over here to see how that turns out, guys. How that will work out. I mean, the blue player is blocking a lot of his troops, but I mean, I cannot start gaining more troops when the black player does, so cannot really do anything much, I assume. I mean, right now, for that to work out, the black player should start crushing some troops into the blue player, so we will be able to team up on the blue player in a mutually beneficial way, guys. I do not really want to start doing that first, because the black player is the first in order, and he receives the troop bonus before me, so he has the turn advantage over here, but we are going to see how that goes, guys. And the blue player is even going more about the turtling position. So wow, guys, he's full force when it comes to that. Let's just shrink borders over here as well, guys. How that is going to go? I mean, we could really trap a blue player, but we are going to see, guys. As the blue player goes full force turtling, let's see whether it will work out for him or not. I mean, it could really depend a lot on what the black player wants to do, but yeah, guys, let's capture our territory over here and combine my troops into one big army right here. I mean, I'm not going to suicide on the blue player or something like that. I just would prefer to have my troops in one big army. So let's see what the black player does. I mean, since the blue player is blocking a bunch of his troops, it could potentially be really tempting for me and black to destroy each other, but that will probably really be a big mistake, guys. That will really be a big mistake. Let's tell the black player to attack the blue player and thumbs up and just crush some troops into the blue player's biggest army. Or actually, let's do some manual rolls, since I really want to make it more obvious that I want to team up on the blue player with black. Let's tell him to attack the blue player. Thumbs up, let's do it. But let's see what the blue player does. Maybe he'll just say silent on me, or maybe the black player. We're going to see. Or also, maybe the black player will just decide to betray me. So in that case, diplomacy-wise, I might not be in that really well of a good position, guys, but so far I'm excited about this game, so as long as the blue player doesn't disconnect and leave the game right here. I mean, he was playing in the beginning of the game very aggressively, so that's really weird, but in the 3-player situation, and especially towards the going to the endgame, he changed his tactics to being very passive, to being a very passive player for sure. And please don't just leave the game over here. And don't pretend to be disconnected. I mean, some players pretend to be disconnected and then come back to the game, but not sure if that's the case with the blue player, but well, it's not up to me anything to do. It's the black player's turn, and let's see what he's going to do. I would like to still teaming up with the blue player on the blue player, but it really depends what the black player is going to do. I mean, let's see if he crushes that army, but no, he doesn't. Oh, he doesn't, guys. Let's see. Alright, let's tell him to attack the blue player and possibly encourage him to attacking him like that, but we are going to see, guys, how that it is going to work out. I really wish the blue player will be weakened as much as possible. Let's send thumbs up to the black player to attack the blue player again, as I really want what the black player will do the same rather than we will just start destroying each other, and then the blue player potentially comes back to the game and wins the game. And yes, the blue player just came back to the game again. Yeah, so that's a really sneaky strategy to play with, guys. Let's just capture a territory over here and crush my troops. Alright, I just lost all of my troops, so that was a really necessary waste. I should have done some manual rolls or something like that, guys. But let's just keep encouraging the black player to attack the blue player. I mean, he was capturing some territories of the blue player, but wasn't directly crushing some troops into the blue player's army, if I correctly remember. Yes, crush some troops into the blue player, please. But he isn't really doing. But on the other hand, I might be a bit stronger than him, so maybe that's the case. Not sure, but let's keep encouraging him. Attack blue, thumbs up. Do it like this. But alright, I just should stop doing that because I just lost 8 troops while the blue player only 1 troop. I should just use small rolls or just use some bigger armies when it comes to that. As I mean, I'm just not going to do all the time if a black player doesn't help me out at all. If he doesn't crush any troops right here, I mean. If he plays like that, then I just can capture 1 troop territory as well. And that will be just no purpose for us to do it. If he doesn't want to help me out, or maybe he doesn't understand what I suggest him to do. Not sure, guys. But I mean, I don't know, I think I showed it pretty obvious. My intention as clearly as possible, how much the chat limit over here lets us to. But let's tell him to attack the blue player again. Do it, come on, not just 1 troop territory. I'm being a really bit annoyed. Attack the blue player, not just build a big army on your Ukraine border. Attack the blue player, please. Do some manual rolls like this, which are still terrible. I switched to the manual rolls function and it's still terrible, but we are going to see. Maybe we will finally make the black player to attack the blue player to team up on him again, but yeah, so far it doesn't really look too much promising. Come on, attack a blue player. Otherwise, I will just have to attack you, I guess. How about an alliance for now? Well, let's see what the black player does. Well, if he actually does manual rolls, then no, I don't want an alliance with a blue player. But if the black player skipped his turn for another turn, well, he just did a couple. But I mean, we're at the same number of cards, so of troops right now, so maybe fair enough. But let's see. Let's do some more manual rolls again, and we are going to see how that turns out next turn. Whether the black player does some more rather than just 1. And the last one, and alright. Let's end my turn. Alright, the blue player lost even 5 troops. Let's see, maybe he's suiciding into me, or maybe the black player, no idea. Well, if the black player doesn't want to team up on me, then let's just accept the blue player's alliance. Let's just fortify my army right here, I guess. If the black player doesn't want to team up with me, I think if he doesn't want to team up with me on the blue player, then I will just have to attack him, I guess. Also, I think there's not really a big purpose to attack here on the overhand. Probably I should make my army bigger, so yeah, I think it for us the best decision might just be gaining, at least for me to start gaining some more troops, so then after I crush some troops of the black player, that wouldn't be, the blue player couldn't make a really big comeback when it comes to that, so yeah. As if I just, if I just swipe out the black player from Europe, then maybe the blue player might even become the new strongest player, so let's just keep strengthening our armies, guys, right here, like that. And I will strike first. I will attack the black player if he doesn't want to team up with a blue player. As I'm not sure how else we could end the game, so we are going to see, guys. I think I really want to build some really big, huge armies. And we aren't even card blocking the blue player right now, which we could certainly do if wanted. I could really intend card blocking the blue player just myself alone, as it's not beneficial for me when the blue players still keep gaining cards, and wastes a bunch of, and still gets a bunch of troops, so it's harder for me to become much more stronger in comparison if he hadn't been receiving cards. But will the black player disconnect right now? I mean, what's up if he disconnects? Do we not really want to play this game? I mean, if the black player disconnects, well, I'm certainly invading him. But it seems he just skipped to his whole turn and that's it, so yeah, guys. Not sure what the black player wants to do over here. But let's just card block the blue player myself alone, I guess. And let's do it like this, guys. Let's see what the blue player is going to do right now. Maybe he will just still continue skipping his cards. Or will he finally fortify his army out? No, he doesn't do it. But alright, at least he is prevented from getting cards, which increases my advantages. I mean, I'm getting more troops when the black player does. And yeah. Yeah, guys. Let's still intend trapping the blue player right here. I'm wondering what the black player is thinking. Maybe he just want to eliminate the blue player from the game, or what's the case, or why is he building that big army over here, guys. No idea, but yeah. I will just continue trapping the blue player in in Australia, so if he doesn't fortify his army in Siam, so if he wants to stay trapped in Australia, then yeah. But yeah, it looks like looking to the troops counter, I'm getting even stronger, so that's beneficial for me. The more turns we wait, the more stronger I become in the comparison with other players. So actually that's the play. That's actually the play for me. Probably even better than with the black player to team up on the blue player, since it's just favoring me. And eventually I should probably just able to eliminate, well, not sure, maybe I won't be still enough troops to safely eliminate the black player enemy, but yeah, not sure. So far, let's just see how that turns out to be, guys, but I'm also hoping to get a good attacker's advantage eventually, when I will intend crushing the black player's armies. I mean, the blue player is very passive and the black player is really passive, so if you want to let me grow strong and get those troops, then I think that's really looking great to me, guys. What can I say? Well, let's just continue building my advantage. Let's just continue doing that. Thought it would be obviously better if the blue player didn't hold Australia, but I mean, that's probably not too much of a significant difference, or is it? Well, he's finally fortifying his army out of here, so maybe he will do something extravagant next turn, or what is going to be his plan, guys? What it is going to be? Well, let's just play like that, I assume. Let's just let him capture cards, or maybe he will do something more. Well, he just wanted to unblock his army, and that's it, I assume. Let's see if a black player does something better. He eliminates the blue player, but no. Let's just it right here, guys, and let's just combine my troops into one big army then, I guess. Since I do not really want other players to get the advantage on that, but we're going to see. And alright, the blue player is moving into Australia again, but I mean, I still couldn't waste my troops on the black player, so. But alright, that's interesting. That's really interesting for sure, guys, how that's turning out right here. Well, let's just fortify my army over here, I guess. Let's see if the black player is skipping his turn again. Maybe he's taking a break, but we are going to see. Alright, well, he's still right here. And will he leave his army over here, or what's the case? Alright, he didn't. Yeah, he didn't. Alright, well, he still lived. He wants that I will unleash the blue player's army, but so alright, let's unleash it then. Let's unleash it then, guys. I mean, the black player possibly wants to prevent me from getting higher territorial troop bonds. I mean, before I had over 24, at least 24 territories or over, but I mean, it's just one troop fewer. So, will he make me blocked again, or I mean, when I will just crush his army, or that will be the case, guys. I have no idea how that will go, guys, but I mean, the blue player cannot suicide on me, as I mean, if he did that, then he will just lose the game immediately, and maybe the black player will still take me out first, but not sure. Depends whether he will prefer to rewarding the suicider, or the suicider who throw in the game, or he will look as the suicider who gave him away the game, so yeah. The black player is taking his turn to make a game, guys. I mean, the advantage for me is in that my troops in one big army, while the black player has multiple smaller armies. So technically I should get the attacker's advantage when I attack them, but we are going to see how that turns out, guys, eventually. I mean, even though I'm the strongest, I still don't have as many troops as the black and blue players combined. I could potentially get the attacker's advantage on the black player's army, but then the blue player could potentially get the attacker's advantage on me. But yeah, this game has been really stalemating all of this time, guys. This game has been really stalemating all of this time, guys. But at least I'm getting into a small lead, or what is the case. Not sure what the black player does over here. Maybe he wants to unleash my army towards taking the blue player out, or what does he want me to do? Let's see. Right, the blue player finally moves in right here and blocks his army again, or will just leave his army on Siam. No, he fortifies it to Indonesia. Guys. The black player has been taking his whole turn again, but why the blue player sends this even this as this fist bomb? That's really funny, or what's the case? I'm not sure, but we are going to figure that out, guys. We are going to figure that out. Maybe the black player will just take the blue player out right now. Well, the black player is still taking for eternity to make his turn. What is his intention? What does he want to do, guys, right here by playing that slowly over here by taking his turn? It says he's offline. Well, if he's offline, then maybe I could just invade him. And let's then just do it, guys. Let's just do it, guys. It still says he's offline, but maybe he will reconnect to the game back soon. We are going to see, guys, but before he reconnects to the game, I want to take as many advantage of it as possible. So please, the blue player, make your turns faster, because I want to take as much advantage of it as possible. But maybe the blue player will just disconnect as well, or what is going to be the case, guys. I mean, these players are so passive that we're just letting me run. They didn't really want to team up with me and others, or maybe we didn't really realize that opportunity. And if I correctly remember, the blue player could have really won the game at that moment, but he didn't eliminate the black player back then. Well, the blue player has just been stalling the whole turn, and the black player just came back to the game back. Yeah, so well, let's just going to see. We are going to see, guys. And wow, he crushes his army into me first, so that's a smart decision, guys. He took the attacker's advantage himself. And let's just go into South America, I assume. I'm not sure how that goes, guys, but let's just go into South America for now, since it's another safe position next to Australia. But it looks like the blue player is targeting the territories of mine, guys. And the black player just crushes his army. Is he just suiciding into me, or what's the case, guys? What is the case? I mean, why is he throwing the game like that instead of playing to win? I mean, I give him opportunities to win the game, but I give him opportunities to team up on the blue player, but first he pretends to be disconnected, and then he just suicides into me, so he's a really interesting type of a person, for sure, I would say. So yeah, well, if he wants, he just given the game away to the blue player, so if he wants the third place, then alright. Not sure if I'm going to get any points, maybe just a few for the second place, but we are going to see how that works out, guys. The black player is a really weird person for sure, but maybe not too weird to you, but for me personally he is really weird for sure. And in that case I should do is just disconnect and leave the game, guys. And what is my rank? What is going to be my rank? Well, maybe it's still updating.